The more you know you don't know. Life is only meaningful when we are striving for a goal. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. The weak are always anxious for justice and equality. The strong pay no heed to either. Our problem is not that we aim too high and miss, but that we aim too low and hit. He who cannot be a good follower cannot be a good leader. Courage is the first virtue that makes all other virtues possible. A fool contributes nothing worth hearing, and takes offense at everything. 95% of everything you do is the result of habit. The antidote for 50 enemies is one friend. Greatness of spirit is accompanied by simplicity and sincerity. Happiness is a quality of the soul, not a function of one's material circumstances. A friend of everyone is a friend of no one. Think as the wise men think, but talk like the simple people do. It is not possible to rule well without having been ruled. The happy life is one in accordance with virtue and unimpeded. It is evident, then, that it is better for property to be private, but to make it common in use. It is impossible for the whole to be happy unless all, or most or some, of its parts possess happiness. For as man is the best of all animals when he has reached his full development, so he is worst of all when divorced from law and justice. Our problem is not that we aim too high and miss, but that we aim too low and hit. At the intersection where your gifts, talents, and abilities meet a human need, therein you will discover your purpose. The intelligence consists not only in the knowledge but also in the skill to apply the knowledge into practice. It is our choice of good or evil that determines our character, not our opinion about good or evil. Think as the wise men think, but talk like the simple people do. The chief good we feel instinctively must be something which is our own, and not easily to be taken from us. The man who is truly good and sensible bears all fortunes, we presume, becomingly, and always does what is noblest under the circumstances. Happiness belongs to the class of things precious and final. By human excellence we mean not that of man's body but that of his soul, for we call happiness a working of the soul. Things that cause friendship are, doing kindnesses, doing them unasked, and not proclaiming the fact when they are done, which shows that they were done for our own sake and not for some other reason. When people are feeling friendly and placable, they think one sort of thing. When they are feeling angry or hostile, they think either something totally different or the same thing with a different intensity. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. The most important relationship we can all have is the one you have with yourself. The most important journey you can take is one of self-discovery. To know yourself, you must spend time with yourself, you must not be afraid to be alone. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind next to honor. Hope is a waking dream. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. The aim of the wise is to not secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. He who cannot be a good follower cannot be a good leader. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. The soul never thinks without a picture. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees the others. Wicked men obey from fear, good men, from love. Nature does nothing in vain. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. The greatest virtues are those which are most useful to other persons. To avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. To be conscious that we are perceiving or thinking is to be conscious of our own existence. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. The educated differ from the uneducated as much as the living differ from the dead. Education is an ornament in prosperity and a refuge in adversity. Life is a gift of nature, but beautiful living is the gift of wisdom. It is not once nor twice but times without number that the same ideas make their appearance in the world. Life in accordance with intellect is best and pleasantest, since this, more than anything else, constitutes humanity. It is possible to fail in many ways, while to succeed is possible only in one way. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. The antidote for 50 enemies is one friend. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Think as the wise men think, but talk like the simple people do. Things do not turn out as we wish, we should wish for them as they turn out. A friend of everyone is a friend of no one. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Life is only meaningful when we are striving for a goal.